There's a reason that stubborn belly fat refuses to go away, and it has very little to do with how much you eat and far more to do with what your body is quietly holding on to every single day. The truth is, your body is not just storing fat. It is storing stress, toxins, excess water, and waste that slowly build up and push your metabolism into survival mode. And when that happens, your system stops letting go. It holds tighter, especially around the belly, no matter how hard you try to fix it. Now, here's the part most people don't realize. One simple drink made from ingredients you already know can trigger a shift inside your body that helps release that stored weight in just a few days, not by forcing your body, but by working with it. But there is a catch, and this is where almost everyone gets it wrong. They either drink it at the wrong time, mix it the wrong way, or expect instant magic without understanding how the body actually responds. And because of that one mistake, they see no results and assume it doesn't work. This is not about quick tricks or extreme diets. This is about understanding a hidden mechanism inside your body that controls bloating, digestion, and fat storage all at once. Most people focus only on calories, but calories are just one small piece of a much bigger picture. Your body has natural detox pathways, and when those pathways slow down, everything else starts to back up. You feel heavy, your stomach looks swollen, and your energy drops. The surprising part is that what looks like fat is often a mix of water retention and trapped waste that your body hasn't been able to release. That's why even strict dieting sometimes fails to give visible results. The system is blocked, not broken. In this video, you're going to learn exactly how a simple detox drink can help clear that internal blockage and support your body in doing what it's designed to do naturally. You'll understand why certain ingredients work better together, how they affect digestion, and how they signal your body to reduce bloating and improve metabolism. There's a specific way this drink interacts with your system that most people completely overlook, and once you see it, everything starts to make sense. You'll also discover why timing matters more than quantity, and how one small adjustment in your routine can change the way your body responds within just a few days. There's also a deeper layer that almost no one talks about. Your body doesn't just burn fat because you want it to. It needs the right signals. If your system feels overloaded, it will hold on to everything as a form of protection. That's why forcing your body through extreme dieting or long workouts can sometimes make things worse instead of better. What actually works is creating the right internal environment where your body feels safe enough to release what it no longer needs. And that's exactly what this drink is designed to support, not by pushing harder, but by removing the resistance that's been holding you back. As you keep watching, you'll see how each ingredient in this drink plays a specific role, how it supports your digestion, reduces water retention, and gently boosts your metabolism without putting stress on your system. You'll also learn the most common mistake that completely blocks the effects so you don't waste your time repeating what others are doing wrong. And by the end of this video, you'll have a clear, simple approach that you can actually follow without confusion or extreme effort. So if you're tired of trying things that don't work, if you're frustrated with slow or no results, and if you want something simple that actually makes sense for your body, then stay with this video till the end. Because what you're about to learn is not just another tip, it's a shift in how you understand your body and how it responds to the right signals. And once you see that clearly, everything becomes easier. Welcome to the channel where we break down simple health truths in a way that actually works in real life. If you want more content like this that helps you understand your body without confusion, make sure to subscribe and stay connected. The frustration builds slowly, and it feels unfair. The belly does not change even when effort is real. Meals get smaller, snacks get cut out, and still the mirror shows the same shape. You cut calories, you skip meals, but the belly stays. Days turn into weeks, and the routine becomes harder to follow because the results are not there. Energy drops, mood shifts, and it starts to feel like the body is working against you instead of with you. There is less time for exercise, less motivation to keep going, and more doubt creeping in. Life gets busy, and long workouts feel impossible to maintain. Even when you try to stay consistent, the progress feels slow or invisible. That heavy, tight feeling around the stomach does not go away, and it becomes confusing because the effort seems right on the surface. It reaches a point where you start questioning everything, from what you eat to how your body responds, and nothing seems to explain why the belly fat stays exactly where it is. What often goes unnoticed is that the issue is not only about fat. The body holds on to more than just stored energy. Inside, there can be layers of bloating, trapped water, and waste that the system has not fully processed or released. Digestion may slow down, and when that happens, everything begins to back up. Food does not move as smoothly, the gut feels heavy, and the stomach looks larger even when eating less. This creates a cycle where the body feels overloaded, and instead of letting go, it tightens its grip. It feels like resistance, like something inside is blocking progress. That is why strict dieting alone does not always work, because the internal system is not in the right state to respond. It is not just about reducing intake, it is about restoring balance inside the body. When the body is under constant stress, whether from irregular eating, poor digestion, or lack of proper hydration, it shifts into a protective mode. In this state, it holds on to resources instead of releasing them. This includes water, which can collect around the abdominal area and create that swollen look. It also includes waste that has not been cleared efficiently, adding to the feeling of heaviness. Over time, metabolism can slow down as the body tries to conserve energy. This makes fat burning less efficient, especially in stubborn areas like the belly. So even when effort is there, the system is not fully cooperating. The signals inside the body are not aligned with the goal of losing weight, and that is where the real problem begins. When the internal load becomes too much, the body prioritizes survival over change. It focuses on holding things steady rather than breaking them down. That is why you might see small changes in other areas but not around the belly. That area is often the last to respond because it is the most sensitive to stress and imbalance. The body treats it like a storage zone, especially when it feels overwhelmed. This is not a failure of willpower, it is a response from the system trying to protect itself. And unless that internal environment changes, the results will continue to feel slow or stuck. The key idea that shifts everything is simple but often overlooked. When your body is overloaded, it holds onto fat, especially around the belly. This overload can come from many sources, not just food. It can come from poor digestion, low hydration, irregular eating patterns, and a lack of support for natural detox processes. When these systems are not working smoothly, the body does not feel ready to release anything. It holds on because it does not feel stable enough to let go. That is why pushing harder with strict diets or extreme routines can sometimes make things worse. It adds more stress instead of reducing it, and the body responds by tightening even more. So the goal changes. It is no longer about starving the body or forcing it into change. It becomes about helping the body reset. A reset means clearing out what is slowing it down, supporting digestion so food moves properly, and giving the system what it needs to function smoothly. When the body starts to feel balanced again, it naturally begins to release what it no longer needs. This includes excess water, trapped waste, and eventually stored fat. The process becomes easier because the resistance inside the body is reduced. It is not about doing more, it is about doing the right things in the right way. This is where a simple approach can make a real difference. There is a drink made from everyday ingredients that supports this reset in a gentle and effective way. It is not complex and it does not require anything unusual. What makes it powerful is how the ingredients work together to support multiple systems at once. It helps digestion, encourages hydration, and supports the body's natural ability to clear out what it does not need. It creates the right internal environment for change to happen without forcing the body into stress. This drink is not a quick fix or a shortcut. It does not replace healthy habits, and it does not work instantly without consistency. But when used correctly, it aligns with the body's natural processes. It supports rather than pushes, and that is what makes the difference. Many people try similar drinks without understanding how to use them properly, and that is why they see little or no results. Timing, consistency, and the right combination of ingredients all play a role in how effective it can be. Each ingredient in this drink has a clear purpose. Nothing is added without a reason. The first ingredient is lemon. Lemon plays a key role in supporting digestion. It helps stimulate the production of digestive juices, which allows food to break down more efficiently. When digestion improves, the body can process nutrients better and reduce the buildup of waste. Lemon also helps reduce bloating by encouraging smoother movement through the digestive system. That tight, swollen feeling around the stomach begins to ease when digestion is supported in this way. The next ingredient is ginger. Ginger is known for its ability to gently boost metabolism. It creates a warming effect in the body that can support calorie burning in a natural way. It also helps reduce inflammation in the digestive tract, which can improve how the gut functions overall. When the gut is less inflamed, it works more efficiently, and this supports both digestion and absorption. Ginger also helps reduce feelings of heaviness and discomfort after eating, making it easier for the body to stay balanced throughout the day. Another important ingredient is cucumber or mint. Both of these support hydration in a simple but effective way. Cucumber contains a high amount of water, which helps keep the body hydrated and supports the flushing of excess fluids. This can reduce water retention, especially around the belly area. Mint, on the other hand, helps relax the digestive tract and can reduce bloating and gas. It creates a soothing effect that makes digestion smoother and more comfortable. Together, these ingredients support the body's ability to release what it does not need while maintaining proper hydration. Each ingredient works on a different part of the system, but they all move in the same direction. They support digestion, reduce bloating, improve hydration, and gently boost metabolism. This combination creates a balanced effect that helps the body feel lighter and more responsive. It is not about forcing change. It is about creating the right conditions for change to happen naturally. When these conditions are in place, the body begins to respond in a way that feels smoother and more sustainable. As the drink becomes part of a daily routine, the body starts to adjust. Digestion becomes more regular, bloating begins to decrease, and the feeling of heaviness slowly fades. The stomach starts to look flatter, not because of extreme measures, but because the internal system is working better. This is the kind of change that builds over time, and it comes from supporting the body rather than fighting it. The process feels more natural, and the results feel more stable because they are based on balance rather than pressure. The difference becomes noticeable when the body is no longer overloaded. It starts to release what it has been holding onto, and the changes begin to show on the outside. The belly feels less tight, clothes fit more comfortably, and energy levels improve. This creates a positive cycle where progress becomes easier to maintain. Instead of feeling stuck, the body starts to move in the right direction, and that momentum makes it easier to stay consistent. The key is understanding that each small step supports a larger process. The drink is one part of that process, but it works best when it is used correctly and consistently. It is not about doing everything perfectly. It is about creating a routine that supports the body over time. When the body feels supported, it responds in a way that feels natural and sustainable, and that is what leads to real change. What actually happens inside your body when you start using this drink is much simpler than it sounds, but most people never take the time to understand it, and that's why they miss the results. The first thing that begins to change is bloating. That heavy, tight feeling in your stomach is often not fat. It's a mix of trapped gas, slow digestion, and excess water sitting in your system. When you drink this the right way, your digestive system gets a gentle push to start moving again. Food begins to break down more smoothly, waste starts moving out instead of staying inside, and that pressure around your belly slowly starts to go down. This alone can make a visible difference in how your stomach looks and feels, sometimes faster than expected. And that's because you are not dealing with permanent fat at that stage, you are dealing with temporary buildup that your body was struggling to clear on its own. At the same time, Digestion begins to improve in a more consistent way. When your digestive system works properly, everything changes. Your body becomes more efficient at using nutrients instead of storing them, and it becomes easier to avoid that sluggish feeling after meals. The ingredients in this drink help stimulate natural digestive processes, which means your stomach is not sitting full for long periods and your gut does not feel overloaded. When digestion slows down, the body often reacts by holding on to everything, including fat and water. But when digestion improves, the body starts to relax, and that relaxation allows it to let go of what it no longer needs. This is one of the most important shifts because it changes how your body responds to everything you eat. Another important effect is the release of water weight. Many people do not realize how much excess water the body can hold, especially around the abdominal area. This happens when your system is out of balance, when sodium levels are off, when hydration is low, or when the body feels stressed. It holds on to water as a way to protect itself, and this creates that soft, swollen look around the belly. The drink helps support hydration in a smarter way, allowing your body to flush out excess fluid instead of holding on to it. As this happens, the stomach starts to look flatter, not because fat has disappeared instantly, but because the extra water is no longer sitting there. This is why the first visible change often comes from reduced bloating and water retention, and it can happen relatively quickly when the body starts responding. Metabolism also gets a gentle boost, but not in an extreme or forced way. This is important because extreme boosts often lead to crashes or stress on the body. What this drink does is support your natural metabolic rate by improving digestion and reducing internal stress. When your body is not overloaded, it can focus on using energy more efficiently. This means calories are processed better and fat burning becomes more effective over time. It is not about suddenly burning large amounts of fat overnight. It is about creating the right conditions for your body to do its job properly. When those conditions are in place, the results start to build in a steady and realistic way. It is important to be clear about something here, because this is where many people get confused. Most of the quick change you see first is not pure fat loss. It is reduced bloating and water retention. That does not mean it is fake or temporary in a negative way. It means your body is finally releasing what it was holding on to unnecessarily. This is actually a positive sign because it shows that your system is starting to function properly again. Once that initial layer is reduced, your body is in a much better position to continue making progress with fat loss in a more natural and stable way. Understanding this helps you avoid unrealistic expectations and keeps you focused on what is actually happening inside your body. Because this approach works with your body, not against it, it requires a simple but consistent routine. The way you use the drink matters just as much as the ingredients themselves. The best time to drink it is in the morning on an empty stomach. At this time, your body is coming out of a resting state and your digestive system is ready to be activated. Drinking it in the morning helps kickstart digestion and sets the tone for the rest of the day. It prepares your system to process food more efficiently and reduces the chances of bloating later on. Another effective time is before meals because it helps your stomach get ready to break down food properly, which can reduce that heavy feeling after eating. How often you use it is also important. This is not something you do once and expect results. It needs to be part of a short, consistent routine. Using it daily for 5 days allows your body to adjust and respond gradually. Each day builds on the previous one, and the effects become more noticeable as your system starts to clear out what has been slowing it down. Skipping days or using it randomly breaks that rhythm, and the body does not get the chance to fully respond. Consistency matters more than quantity. Drinking more than needed will not speed up the process, but drinking it regularly at the right times will make a clear difference. One of the most common mistakes people make is treating it like a quick fix and using it without a plan. They drink it at random times, skip days, or expect instant results without giving the body time to adjust. When that happens, they do not see much change and they assume it does not work. The truth is, the body needs a clear and consistent signal. When you give it that signal in a steady way, it starts to respond. But when the signal is inconsistent, the body goes back to its old patterns and holds on to what it has. That is why a simple routine is more effective than a complicated one that is hard to follow. As you continue with this routine, the results start to show in ways that feel natural and noticeable. The first thing most people experience is less bloating. The stomach feels lighter, and that tight, uncomfortable feeling begins to fade. This alone can make a big difference in how you feel throughout the day. Clothes may start to fit more comfortably, and the belly area may look slightly flatter. This is not an illusion, it is your body releasing excess water and reducing internal pressure. Along with that, digestion becomes smoother. You may notice less discomfort after meals, less heaviness, and a more regular pattern in how your body processes food. Within a few days, these changes become easier to notice. The mirror may show a subtle difference, but more importantly, your body feels different. There is less tension, more comfort, and a sense that things are moving in the right direction. This is the stage where many people start to feel motivated again because they can finally see and feel progress. It is not extreme or dramatic, but it is real and it builds a strong foundation for further improvement. The key is to understand that this is your body responding, not a shortcut or a trick. It is a natural reaction to the right support and the right conditions. As your body continues to adjust, the improvements in digestion and reduced bloating create a better environment for fat loss over time. When your system is not overloaded, it becomes easier to maintain balance and your metabolism can work more effectively. This makes it easier to continue making progress beyond the initial changes. The process feels smoother and the results feel more stable because they are based on how your body naturally functions when it is supported properly. The most important thing to remember is that this approach is about alignment, not force. You are not trying to push your body into change, you are helping it return to a state where change can happen on its own. When you focus on reducing internal stress, improving digestion, and supporting hydration, the body responds in a way that feels natural and sustainable. This is what makes the difference between short-term results and long-term progress, and it is what allows you to move forward without feeling stuck or frustrated. It all comes down to one simple truth. It's not about extreme diets. It's about giving your body the right signal. When you stop forcing your body and start supporting it, everything begins to change in a way that actually feels natural. That stubborn belly fat you've been fighting isn't just about what you eat, it's about what your body has been holding on to for too long. And when you finally give your system the chance to reset, to clear out what's slowing it down, and to function the way it was designed to, the results start to show without struggle. When your body feels clean inside, it stops holding on and starts letting go. That tight, heavy feeling begins to fade. Your stomach feels lighter, your digestion feels smoother, and for the first time in a long time, it feels like your body is working with you instead of against you. This is not about doing something extreme for a few days and then going back to old habits. This is about understanding your body on a deeper level and giving it what it actually needs to respond. And the best part is, once you see this shift, you can carry it forward. You can build simple habits that keep your body in balance without stress, without confusion, and without feeling stuck again. That's where real change begins, not from pressure, but from the right support. If this opened your eyes even a little, then don't stop here. Make sure you like this video so more people can discover these simple truths. Subscribe to the channel for more clear, practical health insights that actually make sense and work in real life. And share this with someone who's struggling with stubborn belly fat, because sometimes the smallest shift in understanding can make the biggest difference.